Hello, housemates. Welcome back to more wizarding in Diablo 3. So, we have switched. I said Firebird set at the end of the last episode. I was wrong. I'm missing the pants for the Firebird set, and you can't very well walk around in a set dungeon without any pants on. So, we have switched. I discovered that I do, in fact, have all of the Delsere's magnum opus, so we're going to do that one. This one is a bit complicated to use, I found. Lots of button clicking, which I don't like, but we're going to have to figure it out. But of course, first, let's go to Leoric's Manor. I definitely need to switch the skills up here before I do anything, because this will be entirely useless otherwise. Arcane Orb, Energy Twister, Explosive Blast, Magic Missile, Shock Pulse, Spectral Blade, or Wave of Force. We're going to need... So, Electrocute is not one of the ones. Magic Missile, let's go with that. Increase the damage. We'll make it Pierce and Burn. That sounds good. Okay, what else? Arcane Orb, Energy Twister, Explosive Blast. Let's see. Arcane Orb. Let's do Obliteration. Alright. Energy Twister, Explosive Blast, Shock Pulse, Wave of Force. So we're definitely going to need Slow Time. I want Wave of Force or Energy Twister. Let's do Energy Twister. Yep, let's do that one. So we've got three different skills that will three different skills that will reduce its slow time's cooldown. We take 50% reduced damage while inside slow time. Enemies affected by slow time take 2,000% more damage from your Arcane Orb, Energy Twister, Explosive Blast, Magic Missile, Shock Pulse, Spectral Blade, and Wave of Force. So, I may actually want to...
I am returning to town.
Use the waypoint, idiot. I may actually want to go back and change these. Royal Ring of Grandeur I do not need. Let's see... In general, the Royal Ring of Grandeur, you want to make sure to take that off when you're doing set dungeons because... Well, not necessarily. Your main set that gets you into the set dungeon, you will, of course, not need the Ring of Royal Grandeur for because you have to have the whole set on. Ice Armor, that could work interestingly for us. Convention of Elements, we already have on, don't we? No, we don't. So we could put on Convention of Elements. Ice Armor reduces damage from melee attacks by 60%. Let's put that on. Nilfer's Burst, we don't need meteors. That's obviously for my Talrash's build. So let's see what else we might do. Diamond Skin. Slow time gains the effect of every room. That's obviously really good for this. This is another meteor-based one, which we do not need. Teleport. Teleport. Ray of Frost now pierces. That could be interesting. Is Ray of Frost one of the ones that works here? No. So not interesting. Magic Missile fires 2 extra missiles. That could work because we are using Magic Missile. Teleport. Performing an attack has a chance of throwing an orb. Enemies killed by cold damage. Energy Twister now travels in a straight path. We are using Energy Twister. Do we want it to go in a straight path, though? Let's go with the... Where'd it go? The Magic Missile one. Mirror Ball. Alright. So, slow time has the effect of every rune. We should still put a rune on it. Let's do that. Alright, we have stuff. Okay, now... let's go to the Ard's Manor. You have to get used to using this particular setup since I've been using Talrashes on the Wizard for so long. I don't like the aesthetic of the harness, the chest piece for this one. It looks really weird. I still love that the sorceress turns people into chickens. Alright. 121. I found the best place for this portal. It waits in the snow, on the southern corner of the battlements in the sky. Alright, so that tells us Act 3. Oops. Act 3, battlements in the sky. Bastion's Keep Stronghold is my guess here, because it's snowy there. It could also be in the ruins of Sescheron, but I'm guessing that it's going to be either Stone Fort or... Yeah, let's try Stone Fort. Okay. So, let's look at that again. The southern corner of the battlements in the sky. Okay. So, Sky Crown... Oh, no. Battlements in the sky. Sky Crown battlements. Duh. So we need to follow the bounty arrow. It's a good thing that that was there, or else I would have walked around and been like, why can't I find anything?
We can turn back the tide of demons if we hurry.
Yep. Alright, so we want to go to the southern area. Still have some meteors going on for some reason. Yeah, that's right. Toast, motherfuckers.
Need more arcane power.
Soldier's Inception. I guess I still have one or two pieces of Talrashes on. I find that the wizard sets can be most easily combined to do fun stuff. Or at least, it's... yeah.
I don't have enough arcane power.
The slow time set, I imagine it is quite good. It's just a lot harder for me to remember to use it correctly. Whereas the Talrashes set, most of what it does on its own. So I'm imagining that the things you have to do for the Magnum Opus dungeon are a bit more complicated. Maybe killing enemies while they're in the slow time bubble. Catching a certain number of enemies in slow time, because that works on making sure that you're using the other skills to reduce the cooldown significantly.
I need arcane power.
It's also a very power-intensive setup.
I'm stunned. Need more
Die,
time.
Shaman. Nobody wants your voodoo here. I mean, I don't want it. What I want is all that matters. So I have each of 3 different skills that will reduce the cooldown of my slow time, which I'm not really remembering to use all that much. 2 of the skills are my left click and right click, so that's pretty easy. Just to use the energy twister and slow time itself that I have to get used to. Alright, so the southern corner, we're going south, south, south. Let's go up here. Let's go this first base.
Not ready yet.
You seem to lay a lot of slow time bubbles down, especially when you're reducing the cooldown so frequently. And then, of course, everything takes damage and is slowed and all that. Okay. Put it in your name like that, you're asking. I don't care about you guys. Okay, is there a more southern part of this place? Get out of my way, mongrel. Reckless demon. Wait, he got turned into a chicken. Swamp the breaker. Or like swamp the broken. Die. Alright, so we completed bounty. Not why we're here. It obviously would have been more efficient to come at this from the beginning, from the statue.
If only they could see me now.
We're still going south.
Battle already.
Okay. So, well, it's not down here. Now, of course, I just could be wrong when it's in the background battlements. It seems like a reasonable conjecture. Battlements in the sky, the snow, we got all that here. The only thing we currently lack is the actual set dungeon. Okay, southern corner. Well, this is about as south as I can go. See if maybe I go over this way. It seems like it would need to be here, here, or there. Let's go and make sure we checked all those areas thoroughly.
Still waiting.
definitely not here. Definitely not right there. Definitely not right here. Okay, I am wearing all of the set. Yes, I didn't accidentally somehow take part of it off. Okay, so let's look a little bit more around this area. I mean, we haven't explored all of it yet. I mean, none of the rest of this is very southern. It waits in the snow on the southern corner of the battlements in the sky. This may end up being like the first set dungeon that I tried out. We have to take 3 parts, 3 videos to actually find it as we wander around idiotically, not interpreting the clues. It may be also that it may be that I'm not interpreting the directions on the map correctly. I'm just thinking down is south. Maybe that's not right. A little bit more left of this map to explore. If we don't find it here, I will cut the video off, and then we will try again and see what we can do. Select this, motherfucker. Not there.
How does that feel?
I imagine it feels pretty terrible. They're being torn apart by magic. Alright, we're just going to explore the entire map, just in case. I'm pretty sure that I've misread the clue at this point. Because there is no way that this is the southern corner of anything. Get lost. Sure it's not right there. Okay. Alright, so we have now explored all of the Sky Crown battlements, and we have not found the set dungeon. So, looks like I have misread the clue. Right. So we're going to end this video here, and then we will try again in a minute, looking in a different part of Act 3, because I'm pretty sure that's well, obviously Act 3 is all snowy, but it's not just in any part of Act 3, it's something to do with battlements in the snow. So we will continue next time. I will see you in a few minutes.